Alex Stein. Welcome him into the show. What up?
Pimp on a blimp. Thank you, Coach. Big Smitty, guys. I love the show. Thank you. And hey, we got to talk about Deion, though. You're just talking about Deion. I love Deion Sanders, Dallas Cowboys fan. But Smitty, what do you think about this? You go from a historical black college to literally the whitest college, Boulder, Colorado, on the planet. I mean, I think academically they might have the biggest white population. That seems kind of like a sellout, and I love him. I love Deion.
I had no problem with it, Alex. And a lot of people in the black community was thinking the same thing that you were thinking when he first left. I had zero problem with it. At the end of the day, it's the name of the game is growth, and let's just call it what it is. Jackson State is not a big time football program. I thought what he did there was huge for HBCU and to bring the attention there. But I don't think just because you coach at HBCU, your job is I got to stay here for 20 years now. No, he went there. He brought a lot of eyes there for 3 or 4 years. He left. He took a higher pay position, a bigger stage, bigger platform. And I don't know what Deion's bigger goal is. I don't know if he want to coach this NFL or what his bigger goal is, but you have to climb the ladder. And that's just we all would take a better opportunity. It is what it is. Now, if HBCU was really big, then that's different, but it's not.
No, you're right. But this is the thing with Deion. Once again, I'm a diehard Dallas Cowboys fan. Yeah. Look at Deion's career. Started with the Atlanta Falcons. Then he went to their rival, the San Francisco 49ers. Then from there, he went to the San Francisco 49ers rival, the Dallas Cowboys. And then from there, he went from the Dallas Cowboys rival to the Washington Redskins. And then he went to the Cross City rival, the Baltimore Ravens. So I'm saying he always goes to the place, of his rival. It's just kind of weird. But listen, you're right. It's not his job to just stay at all the HBCUs, but I wouldn't be surprised Jerry Jones bringing Ezekiel Elliott back. He's so dumb now. I wouldn't be surprised if Jerry Jones hired Deion Sanders as the head coach. That's how Cowboys are. And I love the but they stink.
Hey, we had a guy. We have a regular on our show, Matt McChesney, who's a Colorado Buffalo alum, played in the NFL. He said the same thing. He thinks that he's going to hire Deion. I think it would be the craziest shit ever.
The Cowboys would go 6-11, or
he can't coach. He hasn't proven to be a coach yet. Like, I love Deion too as a player, but he hasn't proven to be a coach. And I think, Alex, as we're talking about Deion, like everybody out there that's common casual fan, they already anoint him as a coach when he really didn't even coach. He hasn't really coached. Like, let's be honest. Oh, if people come in, he coached youth football. He coached his son in Dallas. Shut the fuck up. No, he hasn't. He was coaching on NFL Network as an announcer. You know how hard it is to be a part-time coach? Like, come on, man. Hey, Alex, can you imagine going from Blaze today and then go coach the fucking USC Trojans
I'd be screwed. I'd be
Come on, man.
I'd be up Shit's Creek without a paddle. No, I'd be toast. But no, with all what's going on, though, in the NFL, listen, a lot of conservatives, you guys, I'm considered a conservative, obviously, but this is what I'm mad about. I'm sick of all these conservatives trying to outlaw transgenders in women's sports. I'm here in Las Vegas right now. The more transgenders in women's sports, we can gamble on them and win money. So you guys need to shut the hell up. I want more money on Leah Thomas with his propeller in the freaking swimming pool than I want on any woman. And nobody even heard of women swimming till they let a man in the league. So listen, we need more transgenders. We can gamble on them. Don't outlaw them. Let them play. Like, imagine Joanna Man. Imagine, you just put on a wig and go dunk on Caitlin Clark. And that would be must-see TV. So let's not ruin that opportunity.
Hey, I gotta be honest. I called it out years ago. Leah Thomas, she has fucking dolphin feet. She got flippers. And I'm like, really? You think that's fair? Like, go ahead. Let her flipper and beat everybody by 6 feet every race. I'm like, wow. Well, you're right. Women got noticed in the swimming pool real quick when a dude was beating their ass. All right, where are you at? So you left Sacramento. You came to Sacramento, California, state capital.
Yes.
And what'd you do in Sacramento yesterday? Because we actually have a video of what you did yesterday. Bailey, pop it up.
Well, I was speaking for Turning Point USA at Sacramento State University, and they just started an encampment on Monday where the school's letting them. They reserve that spot, and now they put tents there. And listen, I agree that everybody should have the right to protest, but what's shocking to me is a lot of the people there were transgenders or gay people. And I just like to call out the hypocrisy that they would not even be welcomed in Palestine, yet they're protesting and putting their neck on the line for a country that wouldn't do the same. So just calling out the hypocrisy. But I'm anti-war. I do agree that we need to stop, blowing up both sides, giving Israel money to blow up, Palestine, and giving Palestine money to blow up Israel. So it's really just a big Ponzi scheme for the military-industrial complex. So I'm empathetic, but what I try to do is I go to these protests and I just try to engage with them, and they won't engage. They were hitting me with flags. They had a bullhorn in my ear. My ear is still ringing. So that makes you so mad. If you have a message and I got a camera and a microphone, let's talk it out. But these kids don't want to talk. They're live action role playing. They're LARPing as, culture warriors. But really, at the end of the day, they're just a bunch of confused kids on like 10 different antidepressants, probably.
Do you think that they're paid protesters?
100%. So look at this. If you look at George Soros, he funds all of these district attorneys in all these cities. That's why in California they have bail reform. There was a woman that got stabbed at a high-end furniture store in West Hollywood from a guy that had 17 prior convictions. So George Soros is funding all these DAs to win elections, to basically just let criminals roam the streets. So if you don't think that same system that funds all those DAs, that's what's funding this, because they want to create as much chaos as possible. But also, and this is a little bit on my fault because I was just reading about it too, and I'm not even trying to get too negative. There's going to be, and I hope this doesn't happen, there's going to be some sort of terrorist attack. Like there's some sort of 9/11 event at one of these things, but it might not even be a Palestinian protester. I think it might be, an FBI agent or something, because that's what they do. These protests like January 6th or whatever, sometimes there's a few bad apples that go and turn a peaceful protest not peaceful. So I think that's what's happening. I think there's agent provocateurs. I don't know how much funding, but there are some people getting funded, probably the people at the top that are making the groups, that are sending the Instagram posts, that are rallying the people to go to the events. But I'm just saying, something bad's going to happen. And it's probably not going to be some college kid just out there protesting. It's going to be somebody that's trying to make the protests look bad so that they have to shut down the country, or I don't know what. I don't know what the end game is, but I just know that, all those matching tents, this is not organic is what I'm trying.
Yeah, the matching tents killed me.
That's a weird,
We saw the Black Lives Matter, Smitty. We saw the same shit. People masked up. Same type of kid, though. Same type of kid. Like Alex, and I know Smitty wants to say something. It's not hey, Alex, it's not like these big 6'6" fuckers are walking around. It's a bunch of little fucks. Like get the fuck out of here.
Well, and they're all either Palestinian or they were actual. And I'm not anti-gay. I'm just saying they're all gay guys. I mean,
they're all little gay white kids.
Little gay, like just, and there's a lot of transgender people there. I'm just.
I'm surprised they're actually keeping people, because I'm imagine myself, if I was still I went to Ball State in Indiana, so I'm imagine myself being a college student and like trying to get to class, and like these people are just sitting here, arms locked, keep me out of. I'm like, man, get the hell out the way. Like, there's no way to keep me out of me getting to this building. You know what I'm saying?
Look at this guy right here with the glasses on, Alex. Like, I believe he might even be placed there to be the guy that they're saying is Jewish or whatever. Like, come on, man.
I mean, but you nailed it, though. The Summer of Love, BLM, kind of the same people that, organized that is definitely organizing this. But really, actually, the BLM riots, I had fun. I burned down a couple of auto zones. I wish I could go back to that. That was fun, dude. Looting a Walmart. Dude,
I burned down a couple auto zones.
I went and got an alternator, Smitty. I have a Toyota 4Runner. I got a $200 alternator for free. So that was great. I haven't got any alternators from any of these riots yet.
So let me ask you this, because I'm kind of ignorant to like just the overall what's going on. So explain to me I know they're not talking too much to you when you go on campus and you're trying to get more information, but from what you do know, what is the actual purpose of them protesting? Like what? Because from what I read, they want us to stop, or want the campuses to stop. Is it stop funding like the war? Like, what is their goal of doing this?
Well, they want fire, which I'm kind of empathetic to. I don't really, like I said, I don't want people shooting each other. But there's really a real goal. And if you look at their shirts on my video, and I had some better footage. I'm going to post a video that wasn't live streamed, so the quality is a little. They're all wearing communist shirts. So literally, they have some sort of communist agenda that's around all of this. So it's not it's like subverting. They want to change the whole government, basically. That's like what they want. Those are the people that are organizing it. So it comes down to, it sounds like a joke. These people literally want communism. That's why they want to be able to live off the government. They don't have to work. And communism has never worked. So I mean, if I just had to guess, I don't know what their end goal is, because I don't know on college campuses and protesting for something 5,000 miles away. I don't know how that really is going to end for them. I don't know what the end game is, just sitting on a campus all day. But I think it's like these kids want to introduce communism here in America.
Interesting.
Something's wild. So what's your plan? So you went to Sacramento yesterday. You're in Vegas, you said now?
I'm in Vegas, and I was supposed to spend the night in Sacramento, but then I caught the Frontier had like a 10 p.m. flight. So now I'm at the Excalibur, but I'm about to check into the Aria because I'm a pimp on a blimp. I just had to stay here. It's $14 a night. But this is what I'm doing. I'm going to
beat that.
The Las Vegas City Council meeting tonight at 4 p.m. and I'm going to go crazy. And I was actually kind of working on my bit. What I'm going to say is, and I'll give you guys what I'm going to say is they need to make gambling lines on the Israel and Palestine war, because I want to gamble on Israel because I think they're going to win. They need to put money lines on the war. I want to be the first person to be able to gamble on the war. I want odds. I want the bookmakers to be able to give me odds. And then I'm going to talk about the transgender stuff. And I'm going to go crazy. And then tomorrow night, we're doing a live stream from the El Cortez Hotel. We're going to get some people off the street and go to the roulette wheel, play some hands of blackjack, see if some people can win some money. So, yeah, I'm out here in Vegas just grinding.
Okay. Hey, what about so I've seen you all over in Dallas and all these different places, going into these places and talk to these people, and I love it. I actually love it. What are you doing? What do you think about what's happening at UCLA, one of the most beautiful campuses on the planet? If you went, I was like, I'm going to meet you down there. Like, this is unbelievable. I can't believe that, I do believe, because it's California, has allowed this to happen this long. They're fucking up this beautiful campus right now. It's sick to my stomach. I'm sick to myself. John Wooden, Terry Donahue, we're fucking turning over in our grave right now. Where are you at with this UCLA thing? Because it seems like it's the worst right now. I think we got Columbia under control. Like, hear what I'm saying, Alex? I think we got Columbia on American soil under control. I think now is UCLA. What the fuck? So where are you at with this?
I don't know, but I do need to go to LA because that one girl, I think McKenna, I forget, she had a great video going viral where they wouldn't let her in there. And dude, UCLA is one of the hardest schools to get into in the country. Those kids work their ass off to get in there, and then trying to go to class, they got to deal with some guy with a flag. And notice how they're all wearing masks. That's what pisses me off the most, because these guys aren't worried about Corona. They're wearing masks because they're hiding their face. Like, if you're aimed at what you're protesting for, don't hide behind a mask. But no, I think UCLA, I think, I'm just guessing, I think it's going to continue to happen. The semester ends, it's May, so I think the semester ends in the next week or two, finals. So we'll see. That'll be the test. Like, are they still going to be on campus in 2 weeks? I doubt it. I feel like they're going to go home.
UCLA's on a quarter system. They're a little different. I think there goes into, I want to say they go into June because they're on a quarter, and then they don't start back till after most people start back. So the Cal State, the UC system in Cali is on quarter. Berkeley, Stanford.
Well, I would as you know this, being that spent all the time you did as a college coach. When they're out for semester, all the kids leave. I mean, there's some kids that stay on campus. So
it's empty.
Once it's summertime, I think most of them will go. There'll probably still be some stragglers, behind, but I think the majority of it will be over when the semester ends, if I'm just guessing.
Yeah, for sure.
And the crazy part is they tried it at SC, and SC's got a bunch of like rogue cops. They South Central LA went in there and was like, no. This ends quick. I'm waiting on UCLA. By the way, not only does it cost, it costs a pretty penny too, and it's very hard to get into this place. And then for you, I guess this Jewish fellow, this Israel kid, who I've reached out to, I'm trying to get him on the show. This kid has made viral lately because he's conducting the biggest Israel counter protest ever, I guess, on UCLA's campus. And I'm just like, man, this shit is crazy. I was ready to go with you though, and like maybe even call Whitlock and get him up there. I saw you on his show, or him on your show the other day. And you guys are both with Blaze, right?
Yeah. And Whitlock's the man, dude. He was talking about how Kim Mulkey's sexy. He likes her chest. I had never seen Whitlock go off like that. I was like, Whit, have you?
You're lying, Al. He did not say that.
Mulkey, he likes her because she's stacked. He said that. He said he gets a lot of But he was being right. He's talking about how a lot of these women, they all want to be manly. The WNBA, they all want to be like a guy. And now he's happy that these players are trying to be feminine now. Who's that other real tall girl that's pretty? The third pick in the WNBA draft. He was
Cardoso.
Yeah, the girl that was
from LSU.
Not from LSU. That's Haley Van Lith or whatever. But I'm talking about
from Stanford.
Yeah,
Cameron Brink.
That's Cameron Brink. He was just talking about how she looks good, how these girls, even in Angel Reese, she's a full lady. She's sexy. You know what I mean? She's the Bayou Barbie. So he was just talking about how at least they're trying to be feminine. And I like Kim Mulkey. She got in trouble for, I didn't even read that article, but she got mad because they made some lesbian jokes. Like, if you can't make a lesbian joke for a women's basketball team or a women's softball team, well, come on, guys. Come on, man.
Yeah, where are we? Are we in a communist country or what?
But they won.
I mean, what the hell are we talking about here? Like Brittany Griner. Brittany Griner.
If we can't do this, then what the fuck can we do?
Well, JB, did you see where I called out Brittany Griner? I was the first person to interview her, and I asked her, was that a fair trade? But think about that. Joe Biden traded her, and I don't think she deserved to be in a Russian jail for a little bit of weed. I mean, come on. But at the end of the day, we shouldn't have given away the merch. Death. Like, she gets 12 rebounds a game. This guy kills 12 people a day. I mean, it's not an equal trade. And then now Brittany Griner's finally talking. She's like, she's just such a victim, and I'm empathetic to that. Being lost.
Hey, it's something right out of the Zohan movie.
Mm-hmm. It's like
Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
We lost the trade. It was not even a good trade. Like, we lost that trade. Definitely lost that trade. Similar to the Jeter trade to the Marlins. Listen, women's basketball, let's be honest. It doesn't scream femininity, okay? Let's just be honest. I mean, there's a lot of Adam's apples floating around out there. Let's just keep it real. All right, Alex, what's your next tour? What are you going Vegas for how long? 2 days?
Yeah, just a couple days. And guys,
back home?
I don't know if they're doing anything on UNLV, but I'm going to be going to Manhattan next Wednesday. So I'll be at Columbia University covering those protests. So we'll see how that is. Wish me luck.
Because it's gone. Maybe it's done. I heard they tear gassed them. I heard in 2 hours last night they cleared campus.
Yeah, I know. I heard they're clear. But, dude, in New York, I'm telling you, JB, they have so many protests. They got to protest every day. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're back on campus, back causing problems. So in New York City, that's where I go, and that's where the most stuff happens. So,
hey, here's the thing, though. Like, California's bad. Like, we got some shit going on. This place is bad right now. And I'm a California true through and through. I love this state. It used to be great until Biden and P. Diddy started seeding the clouds, and now our weather's shitty here too. But let me ask you, just explain how New York makes California look like Nashville.
Well, this is why New York is so sick, and I get mad at my own Governor Abbott here in Texas, is that he's busing all these illegals. And when I go to New York City, if I want to stay at the Hampton Inn in Manhattan, it's like $320. Yet all these illegal immigrants from Venezuela get a free hotel room at the Roosevelt Hotel. They get to stay there from 2 months to 6 months. And then on top of that, even the mayor, Eric Adams, he started giving them Visa prepaid gift cards. And, of course, people raised hell. They said, why are they getting gift cards? And this is what Eric Adams said. He said, well, the food we've been giving them, they don't like. So there's been so much food spoilage and food waste that it's better for the economy for us to give them this card and them use them in the city. And then it helps the small businesses out. So imagine that. Guys, you're struggling. Nobody can afford to buy a house.
I'm struggling right now.
That's what I'm saying. People can't even basically fill up their gas tank. It's the worst it's ever been. And they're going, a Venezuelan or a Haitian cannibal gets a free hotel room in Manhattan, the most expensive city in the world. And a lot of that's because of Governor Abbott, sending them up there. I don't want to send any illegal immigrants anywhere. They need to send them back, because when they commit a crime, and I'm not anti-immigration. If you're freaking come here legally, that's great. But if you commit a crime, you're not subject to the same sort of criminal justice system that you and I are subject to as American citizens. They get to just be in ICE, Immigration Customs Enforcement, and get sent back. And then they get to do the whole gimmick again where they can come across the border, potentially hurt somebody. Like Lake and Riley, killed by an illegal immigrant that had been arrested, over 10 times.
10 times.
Come on. Like, let's not let in these criminals that are just killing people. It's
repeat offenders too. It's repeat offenders, and they know it. I think our government knows it. Let me ask you this before you get out of here. I appreciate you coming on. I got to ask you. I brought up a point and it was just my own point. I haven't heard this anywhere yet, but why haven't we seen any campaign ads, commercials, or a push that Trump's coming to San Diego, Biden's going to Nashville? I haven't seen any campaign pushes, and we're 5.5 months away from an election. Is there some telltale sign on what's going on here? Is the election already made, set? Are the puppet masters running the puppets in the show? What's going on here?
Well, you said that good thing about the cloud seeding, so I know you're awake to what's really going on. But let me give you a little stat. I know you guys are sports guys. You guys like stats. Donald Trump won all 50 states when it came to in-person voting, even California when it came to in-person day of the election voting. Joe Biden won all 50 states when it came to mail-in ballots. So if you don't think that they can put their thumb on the scale and rig it however they want, they've been rigging elections in Italy, in Venezuela, all over South America. So I think that Joe Biden doesn't even have to campaign. I hate to say this. I think he's probably going to win again. I mean, listen, Donald Trump's not perfect. Donald Trump's not perfect. I love Donald Trump. But the fact that he's getting railroaded for paying off Stormy Daniels, all these politicians pay off whores that they slept with. That's nothing new. That's not a crime in my book. So
how about Clinton? Clinton got head in the Oval Office, and goddamn, we anointed him. We said he was great.
That was player, though. That was different.
Oh, that was player.
Okay. And then I got to say this. So I'm friends with a guy named Bubba the Love Sponge. He used to be on Sirius with Howard Stern. And he used to have a huge show. And he actually had Stormy Daniels on. And she didn't publicly say it, but she said that she slept with 3 celebrities. It was like Dave Navarro, one of the guys from Guns N' Roses. Not Axl Rose, but I forget one of the guys from there. And then Donald Trump. And she said Donald Trump was the best lay of her life on the thing. Yeah. So Donald Trump's laying the wood. Donald Trump's a badass. I mean, he swings the golf. I mean, he's a real man. Hey. At him, at least he's not doing it with a kid like, Hillary Clinton and Jeffrey Epstein. At least it's with an adult woman. So serious. I think they're going to rig it, though. I hate to be so negative. I think they're just going to just scam the system again because everybody knows Joe Biden's not calling the shots. The guy, he's probably wearing a diaper, walking around. He can't even read a teleprompter anymore. At this point, it's elder abuse. And then Kamala Harris, she got her job giving BJs to Willie Brown, and she's the vice president. So, I mean, we're just – that's true, Smitty. Look it up. I'm just saying, what's going on? These politicians are all just either they're just all demented people. And not that I'm perfect. JB, you're not perfect. But
I ain't perfect.
I know. Hey, just saying.
Alex,
they're
say all the time. Politicians and priests, most crooked motherfuckers in the planet Earth. I understand. That's what they are.
This is what I say. Idolizing a politician or celebrity is like thinking the stripper actually likes you. They don't like you. They don't care about you. They don't.
I don't know. Hey, they do a good job of tricking you, though. I will say that. Like
politician. That's what they do.
They sit on your lap and they tell you smell good. You got the smile, so they do a good job.
That's what they do. Yeah. Hey, Alex, as you say that though, so let's say it's rigged. You say rigged. So you're saying Biden will still be president for 4 more years. If that was the case, let's just say he gets reelected. I think something's going to intervene. I don't know what. It might be crazy. But let's say he does. Let's say Trump's out of it. Because my good friend Pat Perez and Trump are real tight because the Live Golf Tournament obviously is played on most Trump courses because the PGA won't allow it. So it's crazy. Right now they're in like Bangkok. They're everywhere. Singapore. They just left Australia. And then they are at Trump's Doral Open last week. So let me ask you, if that were to happen, do you see that? What's the possibility or plausibility that there is a civil war? Because there's no way the majority is going to say, all right, Biden, let's try to get this right this year. And we're behind you. There's no way that this country's going to go fucking bananas.
Well, sadly, that's what they want. That's what they want, white people fighting with black people so that we're fighting each other and not actually going after the politicians. So that is sort of an end game, is some sort of civil war. But I talked to my buddy Tim Pool. He's a smart guy. He's a big podcast. And I just talked to him because he always talks about civil war. And I'm like, how would a civil war even work? And he said that he just thinks that it's not necessarily people. Some people would shoot each other in the street, but all of a sudden Eric Weddle, dude. And Eric played, you know who I played with? My high school quarterback was Matt Stafford.
That's right.
High school and Clayton Kershaw. So Eric was teammates with Matt. And Eric won a Super Bowl. Wasn't he on the Super Bowl team?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just forgot. But Eric is a stud. I mean, he's one of the best.
He's on our show during the football season every week.
Shout out to Weddle.
Eric's the man.
Hey, so what you were saying? Oh yeah, he'd hit you. He'd hit you. He's the best white safety of all time. Let me ask you. So you were saying that this is so Tim Pool was saying what?
Oh, he's saying that how it'll work is like states will stop doing commerce. They'll close the road. So I wouldn't be able to drive to if Oklahoma wasn't on our side, I wouldn't be able to go to Oklahoma. Like that's how it will be. It'll be like state to state commerce, and that'll mess up everything. That'll mess up the economy. So I mean, that's like we're going to break off into different states. I don't think that's going to happen. I just personally don't think that will. Tim is the guy that thinks it will. He thinks that people will be shooting, then they'll have like almost militias, and Texas will be fighting New Mexico. I mean, I hope not, but that's the end goal for these people that are in charge, these puppet, masters. They definitely want us fighting each other so that we don't ever actually try to solve any of our problems. Because, dude, I mean, I'm conservative, but I hate it. Our healthcare system is so expensive. People can't even afford to go to the hospital here in America, but they can afford to buy bombs for every other country under the sun. Then we got a border. It's being flooded with so many people, but they care more about funding the border wall between Russia and Ukraine. So this is what they want. If they cared about America, they would actually help out American citizens. And that's what sucks. Is like there's no middle class anymore. It's either family.
Yeah, my brother's an Air Force fighter pilot. He's been in Desert Storm back in '91. He's in 9/11. He's been in Turkey and a couple things we had there. He tells me a lot of things. He's now retired in the Air Force. He's still in the Air Force in the pharmaceutical side. So I've heard crazy COVID stories. Plus, my mom's a doctor. I've heard this wild. By the way, you don't get a virus that you lose your smell and taste if it was not man-made. By the way, just throwing that out there. But anyway, let me ask you this before you leave. The biggest scam in life. I have a take. It's paying taxes on money you make, taxes on money you spend, and then taxes on things you own that you already pay taxes on with already tax money. So is that not the biggest scam in American history? Because I'm ready to go on Alex Stein's show and primetime with Stein and say, let's stop paying taxes, America. Let's do it. Because I'm ready to do it. Because you know what I owe, Alex? I owe $181,000. I owe $181 grand. I owe $181 grand from the last 2 years. So I want to go across the border, come back, so I can get the Visa debit card to help me pay it off.
They're gonna lock your ass up, JB. Pay that soon, though.
Hell, dude, you need to run. You might need to go to Venezuela and get Venezuela citizenship. There's some Venezuela football teams down there. You can go coach. We could last chance you it up down there.
Last chance you Venezuela. Hey, that could be. Yeah,
Netflix will get you that. They ought to sign that. Oh, and you had Malik Henry, right? That was your player, coach. Whatever happened to Malik? Did he ever?
I got him a contract. I got him a contract. I got him a contract in the CFL for the Edmonton team.
That was such a good show. Your season was the best. Whatever happened to that other coach? Didn't that other coach get in some trouble, though, JB?
The one from the other school?
Yeah, the other school. Didn't that guy get in some trouble?
I think he got in a fight with a referee or something.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah,
I don't know. But I'm ready to stop paying taxes, Alex. Like, what are we doing?
We shouldn't pay taxes because that is the biggest scam. Because what do they go for? What do we get with those taxes? I get jack shit. And
nothing.
Tax we got to pay on my car, the registration every year. I just paid my quarterly taxes, and I'm not a wealthy man, but I make a little bit of money. I mean, I'm paying so much.
I'm broke, Alex. I don't want to pay for none of this shit.
Yeah. Alex, what about property tax? My property tax went up $6 grand on my house.
I paid $24,000. So I have two houses. I have a duplex, and there are two houses. It was $12,000 for each. The last year, I'm sick about.
Are you in Texas?
I'm in Dallas. Yeah, Dallas, Texas.
See, that's why. See, that they get you with, hey, there's no state tax. See, I was going to move down there. I was going to move to Houston. I like Houston, actually. Some people don't. I do. That's kind of similar to LA to me, except you guys have, like, hurricanes and flooding. So here's the only difference in the humidity and big, huge, like, fucking mosquitoes. But, like, other than that, I love the food, the women.
You know what? You said food. No, Coach, I got to cut you off because that's what Texas is. Texas is for fat people. There's a CVS, there's a Walmart, there's a McDonald's on every corner. Like, in New York, there's what they call, like, food deserts. In LA, sometimes it's a pain to get to the In-N-Out. Not in Houston, not in Dallas. You can literally throw a tennis ball and you're going to hit a Mexican restaurant or a McDonald's. I mean, it's just built for fat people. It's all easy. There's not too much traffic. That's what it is. It's an easy.
JB, it sounds perfect for you. You used to move out there.
Hey, but here's the thing where they get you. See, Alex is telling on the great state of Texas right now. Like they'll say, no state tax, come here. The property tax is fucking double California's property tax though, and they get you back. Same with Florida. Like Florida, same way. Oh, come on over. Well, the property tax is out of this fucking world. So I don't know if I want to deal with that yet. It's kind of, they're going to get their money back some way, Alex. So are you in Nashville at Blaze, or are you?
Blaze is actually, their main headquarters is in Dallas, in Las Colinas, where the Cowboys used to be, their headquarters were. And it's really nice. Glenn Beck got the old Paramount Studios. But Whitlock's in Nashville. And a few, not at the, but that's where our headquarters are, is in Dallas. So I
was totally, and we'll let you get out of here. I know you got a lot going on. Whitlock was like, Christian, don't cuss. He's like, JB, don't you fucking cuss on this show, by the way. That's how he said it, too. Don't you fucking cuss on this show. I'm like, really? And then an oxymoron, okay. So, but then I see your show, and I'm like, hold up. He's on Blaze? Why hasn't fucking Blaze hired me and Smitty yet?
Well, they need to. But seriously, Whitlock, now he's a Christian man. So that's what a lot of his faith. He doesn't want to, even though he'll say a cuss word. So it's the Blaze will let you say whatever you want. They encourage as much free speech. So I'm very lucky that I'm
I got to get with Blaze. Smitty and I got to get with Blaze. I got to get with Blaze. We got to get with the owner or something. I don't know who it is.
I got to get you paid. I mean, dude, you had the biggest Netflix documentary other than Tiger King. I mean, dude, you should be paid.
Exactly.
You should be filthy rich right now, JB, if I'm being honest with you.
And guess what, Alex? They've made over $3 billion. This is fact. I know from Netflix data. Made over $3 billion on my name, and I got zero money, and I got blackballed, and I can't get a job.
JB, let me real you, JB. They kind of punch you a little bit, JB. If we was in the streets right now, it would be handled a different way, JB. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, but wait, Coach, nobody wants to hire you. I thought that might help you because you are a known coach. That didn't help you at all.
No, they blackballed me. They said, "Oh, this guy's crazy" or something. I don't know. Even though all the kids say that's the realest, best coach we've ever had. But guess what? I guess 20 years, Alex, I can coach, win all these rings, do all this stuff. But then Netflix comes out and and all of a sudden I just can't coach no more, I guess. I'm a horrible coach. I don't make it.
Not even coach. I mean, I don't know if you want to coach a high school team, but you can't even coach a high schools. Nobody.
And I couldn't coach high school.
He probably doesn't want to though. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know. I'm just saying, dude, that documentary though was must-see TV. That makes me sick that Netflix would do, but they always do people dirty like that. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? We've reached out. I've had a lot of lawyers hit me up like, "Hey, man, let's go after them. Let's sue them. Let's do this." They're ironclad with their media. You know about media releases. You know about all these things, and they cover their asses, man.
They own you.
So, hey, Alex, I appreciate you coming on, man. We got to do it again. I got to come back on your show.
Yes.
Who's the brother you got, the co-host that comes on with you that fucks with you, that's on your show?
Well, I'd make fun of Jimmy, my producer. He went to Princeton, so he's a gay Ivy League guy. He's not actually gay, but
you had a brother. You had a black dude that used to come on your show that was a co-host of yours.
Oh, Darius. Yeah, I had Darius on. I mean, but he was kind of just, like one of the guest stars on the show. Yeah, I grew up listening to Howard Stern. I loved Howard Stern. Now he sucks. Didn't even ask.
What happened to Howard Stern?
Dude, he sucks. He didn't ask Joe Biden one hard question. Didn't bring up Hunter Biden. He did the same softball shit with Hillary Clinton a few years ago. So, I mean, Howard Stern sucks, but Howard Stern had the whack pack when he was good. So I try to create a little bit of a whack pack around me. So those are the people that are on my show.
Hey, your show's great. Keep doing what you're doing for the people, by the people. And I'll talk to you later, man. Be good and safe in Vegas. And by the way, the Aria, my buddy Pat Perez, an MGM sponsored guy, golfer in Jordan. He's a Jordan golfer. So, we get carte blanche at the Aria. I got to hit you up. And if you need –
we got to hook up. I'm serious.
I know. I'm actually going to text you. I got some hookups for you at the Aria.
Okay, please. I'm about to go check in literally right now.
High Roller Suite. That's the only place you should go all night tonight. High Roller Suite in the Aria. I tell you, the owner, the bartender, everything. Cigars, the best, everything.
You ain't got like that, JB. Don't lie.
Help a brother out. I need to freaking, I got my girl. I flew in from Sacramento. She's flying in from Dallas. So I'm about to go get her from the airport. So,
ooh, this would be a great look for you, Alex. If you pull up, get your girl, you in the best fucking suite at the Aria. You got the rose petals, the drinks already. Yeah, it's a good. Set it up,
Alex,
JB.
I get you out of the fucking Luxor or wherever the fuck
I'm at the Excalibur right now, but I'm just because I paid $14. But I'll text you from the Aria. I'm gonna go get in there right now.
All right.
I didn't have my lady with me, so I just need a place where I can, you know.
Yeah, you can't have her in the fucking where you're at.
Oh my
Motel
God.
6.
All right, Alex, I appreciate you. We'll talk to you later.
Nice meeting you.
Good to talk to you, Smitty.